Hello and welcome to my video on how to engage your classroom through active reading strategy. My name is Rory Hatfield. I'm a live online pre-college instructor. If you have any questions at all about what I'm covering today, or heck, you'd like to talk more about critical reading, shoot me an email at rory.hatfield@kaplan.com. As you might have guessed, teaching critical reading is can be pretty tough. I won't mix words. Students find the passages boring. They often find that the questions are arbitrary with really confusing answers. I'm here to take the sting out of that and show them how to get the true answers methodically on the test. One such example is approaching the short passage question number 2 right away in session 2. Consider that we're asked why the author presents contrasting concepts of identity in line 4. I urge you to read this question stem before you have students approach the passage. You want them to do the exact same thing on test day. So keeping that question in mind, let's look at page 101. Notice how that first sentence, as you see, really discusses how concepts of identity vary greatly from one country to the next. You see that immediately. And train your students that because you're given the necessary phrase in line 4, that you should know the point of the concepts of identity will be coming in the next sentences, and indeed they are. Notice how lines 5 through 9 discuss people from individualistic societies, how they're typically from affluent nations, how they tend to see themselves as independent entities. You may have students who aren't sure what distinct and autonomous or even unique mean. That's okay. Urge them to say that, encourage them by saying, even when they see tough vocabulary on the SAT, and they will, to just read around for context if they don't understand words. Don't get stuck, read around the lines. Students might not know what distinct and autonomous mean, but it's likely that they understand individualistic and independent, and that's all they need to know about those societies. Also train them to keep in mind that keywords are their friend. The next sentence has a lot of difficult vocabulary in it. Collectivist societies, impoverished developing nations, interdependent views. They might not know what that means. But prompt them to predict the relationship between both sentences. And I'll bet you at least 2/3 of the class, if not more, will cite that they're opposites because they see the highlighted in red word by contrast. So it gives them a heads up that individualistic societies will contrast with people in collectivist societies, that they won't see them as independent, that they'll see themselves as a larger social network. Now, leading that to that prediction, not only are they pulling the information straight from the passage, but they are given a heads up by that word, by contrast. So a great prediction would be maybe to contrast both societies, or to show how the two societies have different identities. A toughly worded question like number 2, we're going to see that prediction has nothing to do with answer choices A, B, C, and E. It doesn't talk about a connection between wealth or challenging theories or even what's an effective social structure. You'll see that B certainly matches how society influences character. It's the only one that talks about identities of societies, and D is it. Alright. Remember to train your students to read around cited lines whenever they see them in an SAT question, and to look for key words to help them predict where the passage is going. It's a huge time saver, and it puts your students in the driver's seat and empowers them through a tough section. Thanks so much for my video. I hope you found it informative and useful. Remember to email me at rory.hatfield@kaplan.com if you have any further questions about the critical reading section. May the force be with you, and take good care.